And now to our person of the week. There are 50,000 soldiers at Fort Hood, and still civilian contractors are needed to assist in security. And many of those who fill that role have deep ties to the Army. And so it was yesterday when shots rang out.
She had the courage to walk into a situation with only a couple of minutes' notice and engage a suspect who was actively firing on innocent, unarmed people. And in my mind, that makes her an exceptional hero.
Sergeant Kimberly Munley, a civilian police officer working at Fort Hood, didn't hesitate when she heard there was a shooter on the base. And a more qualified person for this situation would have been hard to find.
She's a firearms instructor. She's a member of our SWAT team. She's highly trained, highly physically fit, a weapons and marksman expert.
They had rehearsed scenarios like this, and oftentimes the idea is that you would sort of encircle the building and wait till you have more backup. But what the belief is that if you act aggressively to take the shooter out, you'll actually have less fatalities.
The 34-year-old Wilmington, North Carolina native is now a civilian, but she worked as a police officer and served in the Army where she met her husband. She left the military just before her 3-year-old daughter was born.
I'd say she packs a big punch for such a small person. Definitely a firecracker. Not somebody I'd want to mess with, as I guess the nation's finding out.
Within hours of the shooting, Facebook fan pages dedicated to Kim popped up. Thousands of people have posted thanks. And on Kim's Twitter page, she had posted a picture with country singer Dierks Bentley. It was taken when they met last summer when he performed at Fort Hood. But since the shooting, Dierks tweeted about Kim and was able to speak to her today.
I told her that she's in our prayers and wanted her to get a speedy recovery, and we'll get down there when all the hoopla is over. I feel like I should be, asking for the meet and greet now because she's a hero. I'm just a country singer. She's a national hero.
Kim's grandmother told us she doesn't want to be called a hero, that she's worried about something else right now.
The first words spoken in recovery, she opened her eyes and said, "Did anybody die?" That's what she said. "Did anybody die?"
I told her this morning the action you took saved countless people's lives. People are healthy, alive, and walking around today because of the action that this officer took. She's a hero.
And so we choose Sergeant Kimberly Munley, who underwent surgery today for her wounds to both her thighs and one hand. One of her doctors said she is sure she will walk again, but it may take weeks before she does.